Hello and thanks for watching. Today I made a video about the tools that I use to develop my games. I have been using them for a couple of years and they are specifically for 2D art, game engine, project management, music, and programming. Hopefully the video will be somewhat useful to those who are interested in game development, and without further ado, let's begin. For producing 2D art assets, I use Adobe's Photoshop in combination with other apps like Illustrator. I especially like Photoshop because it allows me to create generally any form of game art in 2D, pixel art, and even textures for 3D models. The downside to using Photoshop is perhaps its cost. Photoshop is subscription based, so you will have to pay $10 per month to use it. If this sounds too expensive for you, there are other alternative options like Affinity Photo, which only costs $50 with one-time payment, and GIMP, which is totally free. And with Photoshop, I was able to create a lot of amazing art. Just kidding. This is a terrible example, but here are some other better examples. Lastly, if you're thinking of using Photoshop or any other 2D illustration software, you may need a drawing tablet. The drawing tablet that I use is called XP-Pen Deco 01. I have used other tablets before, but personally for me, XP Pen worked great and it's also very affordable. The tablet is actually on sale right now, so it's even cheaper than before. And I think it is a very impressive device, especially for those who are just getting started with creating 2D game art. Next, I use Unity for my game engine. I tried other game engines before, such as Game Maker Studios, Unreal Engine, and a bit of Godot, but ultimately I favored Unity for its easiness in creating quality prototypes and its accessibility to learning materials. Because I usually develop alone, I have a lot of questions all the time. And luckily, there are a lot of resources that teaches you about using Unity. For example, Unity offers this incredible premium programming tutorial for free. So if you're thinking about learning C# programming for game development, this could be a great place to start. Moreover, in addition to its well laid out documentation for Unity features, there are great YouTubers like Brackeys who uploads a bunch of high quality Unity game development videos. I mean, he literally has a playlist called How to Make a Video Game. I actually learned a lot from him, so yeah, if you don't know Brackeys, go check him out. And anyway, with this wealth of information, it's pretty easy to start making games with Unity. One thing that I would like to point out is that with Unity, you can efficiently build your game into multiple platforms like mobile, Mac, PC, console, and others. As a result, you can see these famous games that were made with Unity, and a lot of them are accessible in different platforms. The engine is definitely widely used in the game industry next to Unreal Engine, and of course it's not the best game engine out there, but it could definitely be based on your game scope, team size, and other variables. Lastly, Unity is free, but if your game makes more than 200k in revenue, which would be awesome, or you just want more Unity features, you will have to pay to upgrade your Unity license. And also, Unity does not charge royalties or revenue share. To keep track of my project, I have previously used Trello, but recently I've been using a tool called Asana. You can use Asana for free as long as you have less than 15 users, but upgrading to premium gives you a lot of great tools which aren't necessary but definitely helpful. So Asana allows you to maneuver your tasks from different perspectives. compared to, say, Trello. First of all, you can see the list section where every tasks are set in a specific order under a category. So under to-do list, I have a couple of lists that I have to do. These aren't real, but for example, you have to eat ice cream, and you can see the assignee, the due date, the project, and the priority. You can also put in descriptions if you want. And now you can also see the board layout of your task. So you can see your task in to do, doing, and done, just as you have seen before under the list. And this is kind of similar to how the Trello lays out your task. And you can also see the calendar. I think this definitely helps to have a better view of where your project is leading to and when they're due. There's also the progress section, which I think is definitely helpful if you're working with multiple people. So for example, I put a status as a risk that the coffee beans are out, so I can't drink coffee anymore. And you can set up a new status like my ice cream is melting. So that's definitely off track. It's a very high priority status. And with each of the status, you can see where your project is heading. So I usually use them every Friday to just track your project. So I'm not too good at programming. I can program, but I'm not like an expert in programming. The reason why I use Microsoft Visual Studio is because personally it's just better for me than just using Unity scripting program. I think for programming, I just have been using Microsoft Visual Studio for a long time, and I think that's the reason why I just use it. Let's move on. And I think the last thing is the music. Recently, I've been using a program called BeatBox, as you can see here. So you can create a note, and it's really easy to just mash things together and create music. I know that's not the way to do it. I'm not a musician, but I was able to create this music. I think it would fit really well if this is played before you get into the boss battle or something. It's really easy to use. It's free. You can export it into .wav format. Let's name this Ooga Booga Oola. Make a loop count, and here's how the music sounds. So yeah, I hope this video was useful. There are definitely other tools that are either free or more effective, or maybe it's just, it just fits better for you. But these are the tools that I have used for my game development experience. And let me know how you thought about all the tools that I used and whether you have better suggestions. And yeah, thank you for watching and stay tuned.